Usually you don't need a weather report for a bout. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. He blocks the right hook. Good hook to the body. Miss with that jab. And he scores with the counter. Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, and the heat is on, it's the...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Crawford in trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Want to see the judges' scorecards. That punch landed. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
One punch could change everything in this battle. These two are the perfect dance partners. Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. And down goes Crawford. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. So it's plan B time after... On to the third. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Catch and shoot. You'd like counterpunches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counterpunch. They're both trying for a knockout. Nice counter shot. He blocks the hook. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they have...
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round complete. Crawford got hit hard, and down he goes. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
That's...
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, but look at, it's not to them. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Done with that counter shot. Good counter punching. And he misses with that jab. Dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Between rounds, this fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being dropped twice in the last round. Back into the fray here in round 5. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. How did they survive that?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice exchange here from both men. exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Crawford is dazed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Crawford may be ready to go down. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think it's...
On to the 6th round. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch, counter punch. They exchange punches. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out if you...
Round 7, here we go. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Is he going to punch himself out, though? You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
The perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Now you start wondering, there's the bell to start round 8. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Nice work to block that right uppercut. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I go in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship.
Let's watch that again, replay from a different angle.
A shot from the guns took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch,